Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Six of Swords, and we have some air sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Libra or even an Aquarius. And we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, and it's shown up in the reverse. But with this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, this does feel like a very giving energy. It feels like a very open energy. It also feels very generous when it comes to the way somebody is. I do feel like this does feel like a sense of being very giving and being very open in this connection. With this card showing up in the reverse, it even feels like being over giving a lot. But with this Six of Swords showing up in the reverse, showing up over here, I do feel like this does feel like an energy of also wanting to be able to work on a connection. And I do feel like with this Four of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, feels like an energy of wanting to be able to make the connection work. It does feel like actually putting in a lot of effort towards making the connection work. And it does also feel like showing up in a way it's like this person's pulling out all of the stops. But with the Six of Swords showing up over here, I do feel like it's worth it. And it does feel like an energy of actually being able to work through any chaotic times or misunderstandings and getting to a place where things feel more so stable. So I do feel like with the Six of Swords showing up over here, it feels like an energy of working through difficult times. But with the Page of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to have a connection that I do feel like it's stirring your emotions, but it does feel like with the Page of Cups showing up over here, feels like the initial phases of being able to actually feel this deeper sense of emotional investment with this person. I do feel like with the Wheel card showing up over here though, this does feel like this connection is significant. It does feel like there's a lot of depth to what you have when it comes to this connection, and even a lot of opportunity to be able to grow in a lot of ways with this person. With the Wheel card showing up over here, this energy even feels a little bit karmic. So I do feel like there is a sense of having a connection that feels almost like it's difficult to explain why, but there's a lot of energy of being drawn to this person or from this person feeling very drawn to you. And I do feel like because of this Wheel card showing up over here, it feels karmic. It feels like this chemistry being undeniable, but also at times being hard to explain. But with the Wheel card showing up over here, do also feel like it is one that's hard to get away from. It's like one that you cannot resist. And even for this person. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. With the Hierophant, we do have some Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. But with this Hierophant card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of actually taking seriously a connection and the commitment within the connection. With this Hierophant card showing up over here, this does also feel like an energy of learning lessons or applying learned lessons from the past. I do feel like there is a sense of actually experiencing, to some degree, within this connection, a test. I do feel like this does feel like it's an opportunity for being able to apply a learned lesson from the past when it comes to this connection. But you do also get that with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this person is invested in this connection a lot. So I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, they are in a space where they are do you feel like it's like they made a decision for themselves that they're not going to give up on this connection? And I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, it also feels like an effort to work on this connection. with the Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of working through any kind of difficulties in this connection. As far as then, I do feel like communication. And with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like also having a lot of growth within this connection. I do feel like there's a sense of growing together in this connection in a lot of ways that is very meaningful, but it's also very beneficial to your connection in the long term. But the Nine of Wands showing up over here, this energy kind of feels a bit guarded. It does feel like a sense of kind of moving in a cautious way as well. But I do feel like a lot of that guardedness being something that is also brought upon from past experiences. So it does feel like this connection also being, it's bringing online a lot of past traumas or past hurts, and do you feel like there's also an opportunity to work through a lot of unresolved traumas at this time that is being brought upon through this connection. I do feel like with the Nine of Wands showing up over here, this energy even feels a little bit anxious. So it does feel like kind of being in a connection where I do feel like there's a lot of love and there's even a desire to fight for this connection. But I do feel like there is a sense of also having a bit of fear brought upon from this, how strong this connection is, or how strongly this connection, how strongly you feel this connection with this person. But the Ten of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like this connection being one with a lot of long-term potential. Like, do you feel like it is the real deal? Do you get that also with the Hierophant card showing up over here? Feels like the commitments in this connection being something that is being prioritized, taken very seriously. And with the Ten of Cups showing up over here, do you feel like this person does see this connection as being the one that they want to be able to have and go the distance with? They see that happily ever after, and they could be after being able to have that happily ever after within this connection. I do feel like there is a lot of potential for a really strong emotional connection. With this Ten of Cups showing up over here, do you feel like with this Ten of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of actually having been able to work towards being able to get to this point over a long period of time. It does feel like there is a sense of a history over here that's also allowing for the sense of being able to feel this comfort in this connection or emotional harmony. I do feel like with the Ten of Cups showing up over here, this person wants that happily ever after, and they do envision that with you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have a soulmate card, and we have keep an open mind, and we have let go of control issues. So with the soulmate card showing up over here, do you get this pertaining to this Ten of Cups? This does feel like a strong connection. It does feel like actually having a connection that has a lot of potential to be that happily ever after. This does feel like being able to have a strong connection that has a lot of depth as well, being on the same page emotionally. And I do feel like with the sense of emotional harmony as well with this Ten of Cups, it does feel like being able to get to a space where things feel comfortable in this connection. And I do feel like with the soulmate card showing up over here, this person viewing you as their soulmate, and this connection being like a soulmate-like one. With this keep an open mind card showing up over here, this does feel like this connection, there is something about it that's quite significant as far as also being one that is unexpected when it comes to just where things can go with this person. I do feel like with this keep an open mind card showing up over here, this person may be different from your expectations or from your usual type, but I do feel like there's still a strong bond here. And I do feel like with this keep an open mind card showing up over here, it also feels like being able to get to know someone, also leading to being able to find that hidden gem kind of energy with this person. But with this let go of control issues card showing up over here, do you get this pertaining to this Four of Pentacles in the reverse? With this Four of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this energy does feel very open. It does feel like a sense of kind of surrendering to the universe and surrendering to what is coming in. And I do feel like that's also allowing for things to unfold naturally within this connection. I do feel like there could be a lot of effort towards being able to make this connection work with the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. But I do feel like there is an energy of actually being able to see a lot of progress from that effort. But I do feel like it's not forced, and I do feel like it happens naturally with this let go of control issues card showing up over here. It also feels like not overthinking this connection, or not kind of putting this connection or this person in a box is also something beneficial to the unfolding of your connection. Do you feel like there's something really strong and powerful in this connection? So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Virgo, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Virgo.